gentlemen, and welcome to senior night at the East Rink at the Skating Club of Austin for this evening's TBL matchup between the visiting Hillers of Hopkinton High School and your Norwood Mustangs. First, we would like to congratulate the 3 senior members of the Hopkinton High School girls hockey team. Number 7, Savannah Rivera. Number 9, Kaylin Thompson. And number 12, Sarah Brennan. To our Norwood High School senior hockey players, we thank you for your years of commitment and dedication to your sport and your outstanding representation of the town of Norwood. To the parents, guardians, and family members, we wish to thank you for your years of guidance and support of these fine senior student athletes, as well as the numerous car rides at 6 a.m. practices and skate time assistance during your daughter's early years of hockey. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce this year's senior hockey players. Number 1, Bernadette Tenor. Their parents, Michael and Mary, sister Maisie, and cousin Francine. Number 7, Emily Spador. Parents Tony and Kelly, brothers Joe and Nick. Number 11, Michaela Brown. Parents Jim and Tracy. Your sisters Quinn and Caitlin. Molly Roach. With mom Kate, sister Morgan, and brother Kevin. Last, but by no means least, number 23, Evann. Her parents, Stephen and Michelle. Please join us once again in congratulating all the seniors for Hopkinton and Norwood. this time, we would ask that you please rise, remove your hats, and join us in honoring America and those that serve to protect her with the playing of our national anthem.
Good evening and welcome to the Skating Club of Boston for tonight's girls ice hockey matchup between Hopkinton Hillers and your Norwood Mustangs. Starting lineups for Hopkinton: number 1, Emily Coito; number 4, Kaylee Parker; number 7, Savannah Rivera; number 11, Lucy G; number 21, Caitlin Gunn; number 22, Chelsea McPherson. For your Norwood Mustangs, number 1, Bernadette Tenor; number 7, Emily Spadorsha; number 11, Michaela Brown; number 13, Molly Roach; number 21, Olivia Tucker; and number 23, Ava Hines.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to the East Rink here at the Skating Club of Boston as we get ready for this Game 2 of our doubleheader. Here is the Norwood Mustangs are ready to take on the Hopkinton Hillers from here are the home matchup. The second of 2 games so far today. The Norwood Mustang boys took care of Holliston earlier today with a 5-1. Mark Hoover joined by Joe DeVingo once again to call another girls game. We were here just a little while ago for the Vineyard matchup that the Mustangs came away with a 2-1 win. And here on senior night tonight, Joe, Mustang girls have been playing some phenomenal hockey of late. 5-0-1 their last 6, and they have really put up some nice numbers.
They definitely have. They've it's a good way to peak down the end of the season instead of peaking at the beginning of the season. So let's see, keep it going.
Yeah, Hopkinton had beat the Mustangs earlier this year in one of the first games 7-3, And since then, as mentioned, the Mustangs have played some great hockey down this recent stretch. And see if they can't continue it here as senior Spadorshik tries to take that slap shot there. And, ooh.
Just missed.
Didn't miss by much, yeah, as Emily Coito is an 8th grade goaltender for Hopkinton. They've got a couple of 8th graders on their team here. It's a very, very young team, just 3 seniors.
It's a very spread out team, too. I guess I was talking to one of the parents. There's a lot of Upton and some other towns. It's a, what are those called?
Those co-ops?
Co-ops,
yep.
There you go, yeah.
Well, it's interesting because
Millis, Dover,
yeah,
Sherborne.
Dover, Sherborne, yeah. Hopkinton and, Holliston in here was a combination of Holliston and Ashland, the boys team. So you're seeing that quite a bit as Parisi steps in early on here in the first as the Mustangs have some early control. Parisi goes D to D. As Bletzer tries to tee that one up, doesn't get very far.
Tries the slap shot.
Credit for the effort. As Danielle appeals here, looks to try to pick up Michaela Brown. Can't do so. Barrasso swings in number 17. Quick little change. And boy, that's a nice little job there. Looks like Kalura was able to keep that one in for the Hillers. I think there is a big Roach contingent to our right, so we should hear any time that Molly Roach touches that puck. I think you're going to hear quite a bit from that family.
Yeah. Morgan's back for the game. Came all the way from UMass.
And her brother Kevin had just finished a game earlier, as mentioned. Played very well for the Mustangs.
Oh, desperation play. Ava Hines fell down there, and she was able to reach.
I wasn't quite sure as Barrasso then just kind of was trying to go around her and wasn't able to finish the play. So this is McPherson here. She takes it in deep. Looks to go into the middle. Picked off there. Both teams trying to get some sort of flow going here.
Yeah, a little bit of panic there on that one. You got to relax.
Spadorshik here on the wing calling for it. Finally gets it. Smartly takes it. Drops that all the way in. Up here to Rivera. She springs it free. Nifty little work here by number 11, Lucy Jean, the junior. Jean continues to possess here. Solid little skater on over to Arthur. Can't get it in deep as Gone was trying to get it in. Able to do so while Bletzer comes around behind the net. Up down there nicely. Ooh, nice little block.
Oh, good.
As McPherson was able to snap that one off. Yeah, this number 22, Kelsey McPherson, also an 8th grader. We're mentioning
out right away.
an 3 8th graders on this team, including your starting goalie.
Yeah, you might want to keep an eye on
Keep an eye on Kelsey McPherson, number 22, right there in the replay. Strong skater. She circles all the way around, still able to get the shot off block nicely, but
I was talking to a couple of the parents in the know for the Norwood girls, and they said Norwood's got a pretty good crop of 8th graders coming up next year. So
that's kind of nice too. Yeah, if we looking again on that bench, we know we've got 2 other goalies, being that Birdie is a senior this year as part of that senior night tradition.
That's the thing with girls hockey is you can have all the best players you want if you don't have that goalie. And it's so cyclical because the numbers just aren't like the boys. You know?
So Hiller's trying to break out of their own zone as Barrasso will carry it across center ice. Poke check nicely there by Wilson, but she gets it back. And Tenor is able to cover up. 10:42 left here in the first. Just underway on senior night.
Sloppy start.
Yeah, it did kind of feel that way, right? Neither squad was really kind of getting into any sort of flow. We got bodies falling down all over the place. I don't know what's going on there.
Slippery ice today.
Right. Don't know what's happening.
McPherson again. She's out there with the mohawk turns and everything. She's a good player.
Yeah. Here she comes here, 2-on-2. Manages to get through one, gets the shot off, gets her own rebound. Yeah, wow, boy, that is a
I feel like
player.
she's an 8th grader. She's not going to be at this school for long. She's got good size. She can skate. That's good hands right there, too.
Wow.
Nice little
Wow.
curl and drag.
Tried to get that over to Jean. Jean's not able to finish it, but she continues her way in, poked out there by Parisi. They work behind the Norwood net up there against the wall. Conley tries to get it out, can't. McPherson with the one hand on the stick. It's sitting loose right there,
Oh,
and she's able to
good game.
follow that. Boy, I tell you, that was great work by McPherson. I don't know if she got the goal because it was kind of sitting there. We'll see
yeah,
who
I
comes
think
through first. Did she grab it
the
as well?
rebound and put
Yeah.
it in. Oh, her own rebound.
So that was a nice, solid play there. Yeah, she kind of basically warded off the Norwood defender with one hand and was able to control the puck on the stick with the other. It looked like they were about to call a penalty.
Yeah, Parisi
Yeah.
put up a good fight there with a one-on-one battle. It's just unfortunate the rebound just happened to fall right in the crease for her.
So McPherson gives the Hillers the early lead here at 9:35 of the first. We'll see how the Mustangs respond. Nice defensive work there. Trying to get some offensive zone time here. As Roche takes the turn, tries to get it up and out. But right back in. Mustangs have to regather. Tucker pinned up against the boards. Out comes Barrasso. Mustangs right now able to kind of get it. Goes cross ice. Far side there. Nice picked up there by Wilson, but Mustangs in the middle of the change, so she'll peel off. Hillers have time as the fresh legs are out for the Mustangs. Wilson takes it back to Bletzer. Bletzer tries to go far side. They battle. Finally able to get away, comes back here. Quickly snapped up to Spadorcia. Spadorcia tried to work herself around Kalura, but wasn't able to do so. And then Parisi will dump it into the far corner. Lemninki picks it up. Kept in nicely at the blue line there by Norwood. Can't get that all the way through. Just backhanded out. Far side there to Spadorcia. Great look. Nice little one move there. Spadorcia tries to answer, but Coito is strong to the task. Oh, loose puck up top. Coito gloves that one down. Quick little shot there by Wilson, but
Coito seems like she's pretty competent for.
yeah, also has
goaltender.
some size too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, she is. That's quite a task to be an 8th grader. Got an interesting stance. I mean, that stick. If you take a look at the,
Yeah,
she got the stick is not on the ice as a goaltender. That's awfully high.
I don't know if I'd recommend that.
But she probably plays goalie certainly better than I do. So
I've never seen you play goalie, but I'm going to say yes.
yes. Mustangs trying to work it down now here for some offensive zone time. Puck never gets through to the middle.
You don't want this one.
Comes here to the near side, and McPherson again zips all the way through.
Good stick.
Good stick there to be able to misdirect that. Goes out of play.
Tucker? Was that Tucker with the stick or Hines? We'll just mention them both.
Yeah, exactly. Give credit where credit is due. It's 7:25 left here in the first. Mustangs down 1-0 on McPherson's goal. Backhand out front. Oh,
Another good stick.
nice
right there.
look right there. Yeah. Lucy Jean was trying to bury that one home on the pass out front from Rivera. Comes here to the near side. Tucker will try to pick it up. It's too far in front of her. Quinn Brown gives it a look. Stopped here by Kaylee Arthur. She'll dump it all the way in. Zips on over to Ava Hines. Ooh, dangerous right there. Kind of when you're looking at Michaela Brown, it's just kind of waiting for the puck to come to her rather than her coming to the puck, and Hopkinton almost jumped up on that. Barrasso zips away her through, and down she goes. I think the ice seems to be a little bit more slick down here in the Norwood zone than in the Hopkinton end.
I always like to say, sniper in the building. Watch out.
Oof. Good strong work here by Maddie Barrasso, just a freshman. So you've got some 8th graders, you've got some freshmen that are really starting to make some noise already for this Hiller team. Great look there. As Wilson looks going to leave it for Spodorska, does so. Spodorska right into Coito's glove.
Another easy save for her.
Yeah, she saw that all the way. Nice little rising shot, but, you know, for the goaltender, there's a nice little drop pass there, and Spodorska let it rip, but right into the glove. So 6:03 off to her right.
A little bit better, you know. So the game's picked up a little bit. So
yeah, you feel like Norwood's kind of gotten themselves into a little bit, you know, feeling a little bit better.
Yep.
2-on-2 situation here with a back check from Molly Roach. All the way through, nobody home for Hopkinton, and Norwood tries to come the other way. Backhanded off by Tucker. She's dispossessed as Rivera gets it in. They get tangled up. Stick up there, no call. Quick little move there by Lucy Jean. Puck is bouncing around. Trying to settle it down here. Molly Roach tries to come here to the near side. No ice. As Kalura will pick it up for the Hillers with 5:18 left in the first.
Wow. Just gotta say wow. I mean, I'm
it's just there's
play.
Lots of open. I mean, it's just she's finding that open ice, you know. She'll quickly get a change here. The Mustangs trying to clear it out, can't do so. Still can't. All the way down there, and Tucker will take it behind. She's bothered by number 17, Maddie Barrasso, the freshman. Coming back this way, Spodorska, all the way across. Another rising shot, loose puck there, still loose. And finally the whistle.
Good job playing the whistle, Isla, but
yeah, a little.
Gotta be careful there. Give him a little hack at the end.
Little something for the effort. So the Mustangs will change up. Hillers will get out who they want here at 4:39 left.
Oh.
Drop back up to the point, but that's going to hop out. So Tucker will take it back while the Mustangs clear the Hiller zone.
It's just, I think Jack was just trying to tell us that Morgan Roach is going to be joining us.
Oh, nice.
At some point during the broadcast.
Roachy's one of my favorites.
She is.
So the icing there.
Speak for most of the town of Norwood. And I said I wish Kevin could be here.
Yeah, it's such a special young man, and you know, he was always here.
Dad Roachy.
Yeah, well, that's what I meant.
Yeah,
he's a young man. Yes.
Young man.
Oh yeah,
Special.
yes.
He was a special young man. Yes.
And the time he would spend here at the rink with you know, having the all of the kids playing, and they do the heart appreciation, you know, fundraiser awareness night here with the girls hockey with the red, and yeah, just such a super family.
Yes, they are.
I had and hopefully, you know, again, we can mention it, but I had the chance to coach Roachy when the one time I ever coached girls hockey, and I have to say, having coached boys, it was an absolute pleasure to coach girls hockey.
Jeez,
boy, are they nice.
I started my coaching career. My daughter is older than my son, and I started coaching her.
Yeah.
And it was a lot easier.
It's a lot. They are just, oh my goodness. It was so refreshing.
Yeah, they actually kind of listen every once in a while.
Go figure.
Yeah.
Unlike the boys who think that they know everything. Anyway, 3:34 left here in the first. Hillers holding on to that 1-0 lead on McPherson's goal. Nice job there by Bletzer to keep that in. As McPherson was trying to get out, trying to wrap around there. Cordo's able to shut that down. But yeah, it's always very special, you know, again on senior night. You know, with Molly being a senior this year, It's so great to have Morgan back again. We just saw her just recently because she's at UMass, and it feels like she spent more time here in Norwood than she has at school.
They have a long break.
They got a long break. She was looking forward to going back the last time I saw her.
Yeah.
No spill right there. We'd take a look to see if there was any sort of hand up. There wasn't, so Parisi will play on all the way across.
Oh, nice.
Chipped in nicely. Can't quite get it. You got to be careful here. Got four white sweaters back. That's good defensive work there as Lucy Jean tries to take it in all the way by herself as the Hillers will get some fresh legs out. 2:42 left here in the first. Puck bouncing around in front. Still can't get it all the way through.
I knew she was blocking that one, but it was a nice block.
Boy, it just keeps coming back and forth there to Lucy Jean, who was just kind of basically plunked herself right in the slot between the face-off circles and had 3 or 4 opportunities right there. A couple never got through.
Puck didn't want to cooperate from Norwood.
But the one that did, Birdie was able to get the pad on and no damage done. And they play on here.
Good keep in.
Great job by Ava Hines to keep that in. She then follows it in, walks straight in.
Ooh.
High rising shot.
I guess Ava had an overtime winner against Medfield recently. I think she had a big one last year during an overtime game.
I mean, that Medfield win just recently is a big one if you think about earlier in this year when they had lost to Medfield. So to be able to have, these games that they've won, the Mustangs have won, have all been, a bunch of 1-goal games, a bunch of 4-3s, 2-1s. So they've been winning the close ones, which is, really, it's a nice sign that you're able to do that.
Yeah, it is.
Coming here to Katie Malley. She'll throw that one in, and Coido will close the pads and sends it to the corner. Less than 90 seconds left here in the first. 1-0 Hopkinton. Slapped back in by Tucker all the way in. Comes away to the far side. Got to be careful here with your final minute of play.
Yeah, you don't want McPherson going.
She does that when she didn't miss by much. What she does, she'll put that hand down and be able to kind of ward off the defender, and still is strong enough to carry the play. Parisi picks it up at center ice and dumps it in with no icing as we're down to 40 seconds here in the first. So things, Joe, as you'd mentioned, seem to have settled down fairly evenly now that Mustangs are starting to kind of get their skates under them.
Yeah, I'd like to see them do a little more work down low, get pucks down deep and try to create some turnovers.
Pearson blocks.
It's a lot of
shots.
A lot of shots from like outside, and it doesn't seem like Coido's having too much of a problem with those.
Trying to pick up Spadorcia here on the wing, but never gets all the way through.
Rivera
Catherine K.K.
like
Kelly.
up for Hopkins.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, you look over there. She's bent over.
Keep an eye on that number 7.
That's going to probably just about do it, and it does here for the first period. So an early goal by Kelson McPherson, the 8th grader for Hopkinton, is the only goal of the period. And the Mustangs, I think, Joe, like you said, was a little shaky, maybe trying to find what you wanted to do. And then once they kind of got their skates in, I thought they felt that they skated with the Hillers pretty evenly that period.
I mean, just judging by the last game against Martha's Vineyard, I think they know it has them right where they want them. Down 1-0. That's where they were.
Speaking of talented hockey players.
Yeah, you want to come in here?
Yeah.
Morgan Roche. Roach, how are you, my friend?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Hey, congratulations. Kind of fun to see, your sister out there and all that with senior night tonight. It's not that long ago when, we were calling your name for senior night. What's it like now to be watching girls hockey on this side of the ice?
It's definitely like a different side of it because I feel like I want to be out there and say things, but I can't. But it's really fun to watch and see how all the seniors have grown over the last couple of years. And how good of leaders they are. Yeah,
it's been so much fun to kind of watch the growth of the entire program, and you've been a big part of it. I mean, I was just saying to Joe that I had the privilege of coaching you guys when you were little, and we were talking about how great it is to coach girls and women's hockey because you guys are really, you listen and you want to learn, and you guys are extremely talented. What's it been like, being part of that growth of the women's program?
It's been amazing. I mean, when I started out, there was only, like, we were the first U10 team, and
Yep.
now, like, there's such a big program, and, like, as you could see the girls skating before, like, it's really cool to see how it's growing so much, especially in Norwood.
Yeah. What do you kind of miss most about, Norwood hockey?
I miss, like, the big games, like tournament games,
Yeah.
and just being with each other, like, every day
Yeah.
at practice and stuff.
The Martha's Vineyard trip.
Yeah, Martha's Vineyard, definitely. That's the best. Yeah. That was the best.
Now, have you been playing any? You're out at UMass now. You're enjoying that?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's fun. Yeah.
You playing any hockey out
Yeah,
there?
I'm playing, like, intramural club
Yep.
league thing, and
And-
it's really fun, yeah.
I was gonna say, what's that like in terms of the level of play from high school to intramurals? Because I know college that's starting to get very competitive.
Yeah. The one I'm playing in right now is, like, mostly guys, so I've been playing with a lot of guys, which is fun, because
Yeah.
I did when I was younger, too.
That's-
So, but it is different, yeah.
Yeah, and you're enjoying it and all
Yeah.
that. Yep.
Yeah, it's fun.
Did you talk to your sister in terms of now that she's the senior, one of the captains and whatnot, following in your footsteps? What has she had to say to you at all about the season thus far? They're on a nice little streak right here.
Yeah, she's really happy with how they've been doing, like, since the new year. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're, like, 5-0-1 or something.
Yeah.
And they've really turned it around, so I think they're all really excited.
Yep.
And they'll have a lot of momentum.
We didn't want to mention that because we didn't want
Yeah.
to jinx them.
We're not right. We're not jinxing. We're just saying we're just stating simple facts.
yeah.
We're just stating simple facts. Did she mention kind of like what she thought? If anything might have kind of like flicked that switch in terms of from the new year? Because you're right. They've
Yeah,
been 5-0-1. They've been playing some great hockey.
I think they just needed to, once they started scoring goals, they realized that they were capable of it,
Yeah.
which they were struggling a bit maybe in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then they just got momentum going, and I don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
it's the right. We were talking before we started. It's kind of like the right time of year
Yeah.
to be getting into that. You're looking at this Hopkinton team here tonight. You've played them plenty of times, so you know what they're
Yeah.
like. We're watching this number 22, Kelsey McPherson, an 8th grader.
Yeah.
If you're coaching, the Mustangs right now, what are you kind of saying to your squad to kind of neutralize a player like 22?
Especially when she's entering the offensive zone, like, angle her off to the boards and don't give her any options in the middle, because she keeps just taking it right to the middle.
Yeah.
Which is hard, but you just got to try to keep her on the outside.
Yeah.
She seems to like to come down the off wing
Yep.
and cut to the
Yeah.
middle, and that's really, really dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially on her forehand.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what would you like to see the Mustangs kind of do in terms of, picking it up and taking it to Hopkinton here in the second?
I would say, like, focus on their breakouts, because I feel like that's where they're struggling a bit, and then they can get into the offensive zone and keep shooting.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we were commenting on that because it did seem like, at least early on, it looked like they were trying to get their skates under them. They weren't, there wasn't really kind of a flow, and I think as the period wore on, it felt like they were getting a little bit back into their game, and so just to kind of maybe, I guess, continue that into the second, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Well, listen, when Jack said that you'd be willing to come over, I was thrilled, because Rochi, you're one of my favorites. You really are.
Thank you.
And I make no bones about it. I will say that repeatedly. So, but listen, thanks so much for coming by. Congratulations at school. I'm so glad
Thank
you're
you.
here tonight, and congratulations to your sister and all
Thank
that, and your
you.
family. All right.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Be good.
Thanks for coming by, Rochi.
Morgan Roach. Again, one of my favorites. But so we will take a break here with Hillers up 1-0, and we'll be.
We got to get to Brian's music.
Oh no, I don't think Brian's got music
Brian
tonight,
doesn't have
because
music
it's out of
on?
the truck. It's out of the truck.
No.
Yeah, it's out of the truck, so there's no reason to wear headsets between periods. So after one, the Hillers are ahead 1-0. We'll be right back with second period action right after this. Back here getting ready for second period action. We'll see if Mustangs here can, as Rochi was saying, trying to neutralize McPherson, and then on that offensive front, Joe, as you had mentioned, getting pucks in deeper and kind of getting in on the forecheck. I thought that the Mustangs responded nicely about halfway through that first period, kind of seemed to kind of wake up. And we'll see what happens here as the aforementioned McPherson dumps it in.
Yeah, you don't want her to get going either through center ice. She comes in with speed. You got to back off a little bit on defense, and she can have a lot of room through the top, the slot of the offensive zone.
So Parisi out, Connolly back in. Quick snapshot, whistles wide. Battle here on the near boards. Norwood's able to come away with it as Hines gets it across. Sporosha makes a nice move. Again, that puck sometimes sticks a little bit here.
Trouble in the boys' game. You got to be careful with that. Beginning of the period, how wet.
Sporosha puts on the brakes, but backhanded up by Gone. All the way to the far side with Sporosha. She'll try to dump it in deep. Again, doesn't get too far. It's kept in nicely by Ava. That gets blocked, doesn't get all the way through. Oof. Lined up there. Here was a 2-on-1 as Jean tries to find McPherson just outside the reach. Hines battles with her. Jean comes away with it, looks to go up to the point. Arthur looks, dumps it. Back to Jean on the backhand, slides it through, nobody there. Conley will get it.
2-on-2, they hurry.
Quick look through here as Wilson comes through, goes on the backhand. Blocked nicely.
There's a rebound there.
There at the end of the shift as Sporosha and Wilson get off. New legs on for the Mustangs. Working through here is Kaylee Arthur, the junior. She'll stop, snap it in. Birdie will glove that one in for the stop.
Take the whistle. Got a senior night, so we got a couple of shout-outs. We got the five seniors.
Yeah, this is one of the traditions that you're kind of big on. I like this. You go out and you get with the coaches and you want to see what they'll do, and they've been giving you the shout-outs. We've done this before. So what do you got for us tonight?
The first one I got is for Birdie Tenor. She says, I am so thankful for the opportunity to play this sport, which I love for all these years. I'm especially thankful for my sister Maisie, who has always been there for me through every struggle and who is genuinely my best friend, as well as my cousin Francine for being a major role model for me. Obviously, I can't forget my mom and dad for everything. Thank you all so much.
It's nice, that's awfully nice. And Birdie, who had her sister and her cousin here as part of the senior ceremony, they were out on the ice with her when we announced her name, so that was kind of nice for all four to be involved with her senior night.
It is. I mean, Birdie's got a big family. She's got, I believe, 6 brothers and sisters. So.
Shot from the point is gloved down there nicely by Coito, and Mustangs will get the change. Hillers will get the change.
That was a good one. I mean, that was a good shot there. There was some traffic in front on that one. So.
Yeah, you never know, too. You kind of put those things on net. Maybe things change direction. You somehow find the back of the net. Up top, Tucker tries to backhand it in. Can't. Dispossessed there by Rivera. Rivera on over to Jean. Jean tries to go all the way through. Can't. Blocked nicely there by Katie Malley.
We had mentioned that Rivera had got banged up at the end of that first period, so it looks like she's okay.
Sporosha on the far side. Takes it wide. Trying to look for somebody up front.
There it is.
There it is.
Good job.
Big goal.
Isla Wilson in front. Looks like he banged it in. But no, 17. I thought it was 16. It's Malley.
So Malley, again, that's kind of what we're looking for. Sporosha took it in deep. Took it wide. And a terrific job there by Malley to come in. Boom.
It's always nice. You throw the pucks
what
out in front of the net.
What a terrific. That is a great replay right there.
I forgot we had replays.
Nice job on that replay. That was a great catch. As Sporosha comes around deep, Malley crashes the net just as she's supposed to. And just like that, 1-1. And let's see what the Mustangs can do. Great little defensive work there. Hopkinton will try to respond, but the Mustangs have knotted it up at 1. Jean tries to dance around, backs up to Lemnenke.
Jean's a good little player, too. She's a junior.
A little one-time pass on up ahead as Mannering's trying to get it in. She can't. Jean will dump it in, get the change as she heads off. Norwood trying to gain possession, able to do so with Bletzer. Bletzer up ahead, trying to get all the way through, is able to do so as Michaela Brown.
That was a good look. I mean, she's got to do good passes through center ice, get through there with speed.
Brown and Barrasso go down behind the net. Comes back this way. Pirouetted nicely there by Blyer. That's a smart little play. Spadorcia tried to chip it out.
Send it.
He's able to do so, but not going to be able to catch it as Lemnenke stops, pumps on the brakes, gets it on up to the near side, takes a funny hop as Hennigan comes through, the sophomore. She can't finish. Wilson stepped in nicely. It's a race here. Conley almost gets it, but ridden off there by number 10, Kalura.
Oh, got pucks in deep. Turnover. Ooh.
There's a rising shot there by Tucker. All the way out. Ava Hines will gather to the near side to Tucker. Tucker was trying to get it to Spadorcia on the far side, intercepted. Conley will take it. Splits. Held up there. Down she goes. No call. D to D. Back and forth. They work on the near side. Sharply up there to Wilson. Wilson will dump it in. Coito's able to get a stick on it, but it kind of looked like
a little more comfortable with the glove hand than the blocker hand.
Exactly.
I want to try that side.
One-on-one here. Barrasso. Great defensive work there by Hines. Again, on the sticks, able to send that, keep that wide.
Forced her to her backhand.
Yep. Hines here. Got to be careful with Barrasso right on her. I'm sorry, McPherson on her. Rivera tries to poke it free. He's able to do so. Spadorcia will circle around behind. 9 minutes left here in the second. Oh, that's a dangerous pass right there and intercepted by Jean. But Mustangs are able to poke it out, and Hopkinton will have to regroup to bring it back in. Still trying to get that in deep. Hasn't been able to do so. Hopkinton finally gets it in as Hines will gather. Oh, I'm not quite sure where that one was going, but
no, hit the crossbar.
Hit the crossbar. Goalie's best friend right there. Mustangs are playing, fortunately get that offsides, but a couple of ill-advised passes early on.
See if we can catch a replay on that one.
Yeah, I mean, I would tell you they were fortunate there is a couple times Jean had been able to step in, and I'm not quite sure exactly what the Mustangs were doing right there. You see the shot there. Terrific job as Rivera was snapping that one off, catches the crossbar, will remain steadfast at 1. Bletzer on up ahead. Picked up by Brown.
Brown to Brown.
Brown to Brown. She'll backhand it in deep to Brown. That makes things nice and easier.
We apparently have another Brown coming up next year, but Michaela's graduating.
See if we can't do anything. Well, not that she wants another year here at the high school. I'm sure she'd be happy to be moving on, but that would be kind of nice to have.
Oh, PG, yeah. Can you do that?
That's right.
PG in high. Norwood High.
Hopkinton now the victim of some cross-ice passes that have been picked off. Mustangs can't capitalize, but they do keep it in the Hiller zone. 7:30 left here in the second, 1-1.
He's waving off the icing for some reason.
So Parisi picks it up. Tries to go up here to the wing.
Too many players on the ice. So power play for Norwood, first power play of the game.
And it was nice because I think that was, I'm not sure who it was, if it was Spadorcia who was coming right by the door as the Hiller player was still there. Her hand went up quite quickly to kind of help draw attention to it. So the Mustangs will go on the power play for 2 minutes at 7:22. Bench minor to the Hillers for too many men. So Morgan Byler gets to sit for that.
The winning goal against Martha's Vineyard was a nice power play goal, and I ran into I ran into Emily Spadorcia after the game, and I asked her because it was I don't know if you remember the play. It was a beautiful backdoor play.
Yep.
I said, did she see you on that backdoor? And she said, yep. They made eye contact and made a beautiful.
It was terrific. Yeah, I think it was Parisi, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
But the aforementioned Spadorcia will now be spending some time to think about that goal against the Vineyard. She'll have 2 minutes to contemplate it. as we play 4-on-4. So a little bit of open ice here, which again, if you've got someone like McPherson,
Yeah, I don't know if you want open ice.
who enjoys being able to make a lot of room with 5-on-5, I shudder to think of what she might be able to do with 4-on-4, but some nice work here as the Mustangs.
Careful.
Down goes Brown. Nice job of keeping McPherson tucked in, but just as I mentioned, that away she comes. You can see Tucker's, again, trying to keep her outside, just make her go all the way through. Nice work there. Gobbled up by Wilson. Wilson on ahead to Parise. Parise on the far board. Back to Wilson. Wilson quickly over there. Brown comes back the other way. 50 seconds. And Hopkinton will go on a man advantage for about 10 seconds. Left it there from McPherson, but Tenor strong to the task as she held her ground, didn't move, and
Good save by
gobbled
Birdie.
it right up. Yeah, great job by Birdie, because what's so nice about that one too, Joe, is that there's absolutely no rebound,
No
right?
rebound. Yeah, I'd like to see her out a little bit higher on the crease, take up a little bit more of the net, in a play like that, but still made a nice save.
So just under 6 minutes as Conley comes away with it. 1-on-3. Oh, she just took herself offsides. Back this way is Rivera. Tries to work the screen around Hines, but just whistles it wide. Tucker on the backhand can't clear it out. That's whistled in deep as Rivera again will chase. Looks to go out front. Nobody home. Conley will try to help it up. Picks it up to Gone. Gone never gets it all the way through. Intercepted there by Molly Roach, and he got some numbers here. Just kind of run out of steam. 6 seconds left. Spadorska trying to figure out where she's going. They send her right back out. Zips just wide. Birdie was trying to send it a little farther away, and Hopkinton jumped on it as Barrasso tried to put it back on there, and she was able to kind of just tuck that one down. See a nice little back here by Barrasso.
Yeah. She's like, hey, I have a rebound.
Yep.
I'll stop that one too.
That's right.
There we go.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
Barrasso wanted a couple extra shots on that, and so Birdie gave her 2 and saved both of them. Tucked in behind is Kelly. Kelly comes here to the near side, picked up by Conley. Conley, McPherson, and Parise all battled together. Up to the point. Lemnenke shot knocked down there by Wilson. Mustangs trying to get some momentum here, going over to the far side. There's Spadorska. She's got the blue line.
That was a really good
Trying to make a move.
good
Everyone's
defensive
able to
shift by
clear.
Wilson right there with the block shot and
Yeah.
working hard to get the puck out of the zone.
The aforementioned Wilson's able to keep that in deep for Conley. To the far side over. They call her KK Kelly, number 5.
KK.
So here comes McPherson.
I feel like one of the
See, that's terrific defense. That is a great, great job there by Danielle on McPherson. Just kind of basically stood her up, held her ground, didn't give her anything, and just like that, she got possession, wing here to center ice. Terrific transition, defensive zone to offensive.
I feel like the Norwood coaching staff, by the looks of it, they've done a good job scouting this team, and they know that McPherson is a problem.
And yeah, for the most part, has done a nice job of neutralizing her other than that one goal. And as Morgan Roach had said, if she were coaching and trying to defend against a player like that, you're going to try to keep her wide. Parise works way through off of the helmet of Jean. And Lemnenke will bring it around. Pinched in nicely there by Bletzer. Bletzer's able to keep it in. Coito's going to send that one to the corner. Brown hustles with Cholera right on her, sends it all the way around to the near side. On the near board, Mustangs keep it in, and Hiller's here. We're going to have to take an ice. One of the few that we've had this period with just under 3 minutes left.
Let me get another shout out here.
Yeah, perfect timing.
All right. We got Emily Spadorshas next. Shout out to my dad for being my coach and my family for always supporting me, and Michaela Reen for pushing me to my limits and making me better. That was nice.
That was nice, yeah.
Shout out to one of last year's captains.
Emily from quite a hockey family. Both of her brothers were Norwood Mustang boys hockey players.
Yeah, I know. I think I saw a thing on Facebook where Nick is a senior on the Merrimack club team. So my alma mater, Merrimack.
Terrific job there. Birdie's able to see that one in. Nice little touch pass there. Oh, terrific little move by Hines. Hines still trying to get through, but she's dispossessed nicely by Morgan Blyer. Mustangs keep it in deep. Goes all the way over to the far side. Spadorshas takes the angle.
Yeah, that's good.
Backhanded in by Tucker. Can't get it in deep. Hillers come back the other way with just about 2 minutes left in the second of a 1-1 game. Birdie takes it. Got a little piece of that. It was a nice little save. As Malley gets it to the far side, Spadorshas tries to go wide, see if they can have a repeat of earlier.
Again, blocker side on that one. She looked a little bit shaky.
Got to be careful here as the Hillers looking to spring somebody, but excellent work by Hines. Hines again able to get in deep and get the change. 90 seconds left in the second. Mustangs will have to clear the zone, and they do. Trying to pick that one up here, trying to get through is Quinn Brown. She'll get the shot, but it gets blocked and deflected behind the Hiller net. Barrasso pumps the brakes, comes back here to the near side. Up off the wall hard. Stopped by Brown. Brown takes it, sips it wide. The other Brown dives in to help out as well. Molly Roach tops it up to the point. Parisi takes the shot while Bletzer pinched in nicely to kind of cut that back. It's loose out in front. A little bit of traffic there trying to get on the backhand, can't do so. Good stick work by both squads with 40 seconds left here.
That was a good little pass there. Try and go behind.
Bletzer tries to
carrying
use
the puck behind the net. She threw it out in front before.
Bletzer tries to make the shot, but it's blocked by the Hillers and trying to get it out here with 22 seconds left. Oh, terrific little job here as Spadorshas tries to dance through. Can't do. As Hillers have to clear. Some terrific work here in the closing seconds of the second period. Mustangs really taking this one to the Hillers as Conley dumps it in deep. Picked up there by Wilson. Wilson wasn't able to complete that, but I tell you, Joe, that was a terrific end there of that second period with a lot of momentum by the Mustangs as they were to pick up the game-tying goal.
Some good shifts.
Yeah, so a terrific game shaping up here as we head to that third period, 1-1. And I think we are in for a great last 15 minutes, so
should be.
We'll be right back with third period action. Here we go. I was like, I can't tell if I'm going deaf or they just fixed our microphone so we can now hear ourselves, which I don't know is necessarily a good thing or not, but we are ready for third period action in a game deadlocked at 1. It's been a terrific hockey game here as they're able to keep that one out.
As we've seen from the last two games, and the first game and the two periods here, you got to be careful at the beginning of the period. It's making sure that puck is not getting stopped by puddles.
So quickly back here, Hopkinton on the attack.
Like that.
Yeah, see, there's a prime example. And that's, I don't know, for folks that saw the Holliston game beforehand, that's kind of the spot right there where Holliston picked up their goal in the third period. But here comes Spadorshas trying going on the backhand. Can't get it all the way through. Dribbles up and out. Mustangs will have to clear the zone. Just underway here in the third period. Hopkinton got one goal in the first, and the Mustangs answered with one in the second. Puck up dribbles just wide. Onto the near boards. Coming this way, Molly Roach, younger sister of Morgan, who was kind enough to stop in and talk to us between the first and second. Had a chance to talk to Molly's grandfather between the second and third. He's plugging for Roachy to get the game-winning goal here in the third, so a little bit of pressure on number 13 here on senior night. I said if nothing else, then Morgan can go and tell her to get the goal, and that little bit of sister pressure.
Yeah, exactly.
So Parisi chips it out here, but a little bit too hard as that will go for the icing at 13 minutes left.
Got a few more.
We got a couple more to go, yeah.
A few more shout-outs. Michaela Brown, shout out to my family for always supporting me in everything I do. And a shout out to my Nana, who is watching from Florida.
Oh,
and
all right, Nana.
Let Nana know that as you're in Florida, your mail is still getting delivered properly. So
Nana's probably a little bit warmer than we are up here in Massachusetts, but
Mrs. Turner.
Nice to see that everybody's kind of watching these broadcasts here. As again, this crew has done a terrific job with the replays, the overhead cameras that we've got going. You know, Ron Marshalsea's down on the far camera. We're bringing us some great stuff down there. We had talked earlier, we didn't get this one on beforehand, but Jack Tolman from NCM had done a nice little shout out, I guess, not quite sure what the word is there, to, you know, express the condolences to the skating club following the awful accident tragedy last week in DC. And you just kind of think of the work that the skating club has done with the Nuggets, with the Mustangs, and with NCM. I mean, before this rink was even open, Doug Zagheim and Jack Tolman were working together to get wires and all sorts of stuff. So they have been a terrific, the skating club has been a terrific partner to NCM, and it's just been a real pleasure to be able to broadcast these games through their help and their assistance. So,
and anybody who hasn't been, any Nugget fan or Norwood Mustang fan hasn't been down here, the wall, the mural that Jack has helped set up too. So quite the take.
Yeah.
See all the players all the way back into the 70s and probably even beyond, earlier than that.
Yeah, you can get the Tom Martin from the 60s.
Tom Martin from the 60s.
A young Tom Martin.
I always talk about myself and Brian Quinn looking at the wall for our daughters. We're looking at the 15 season, and our daughters both graduated in 18. I'm like, wait a second.
Yeah, math was never your strong suit.
I got a lot of kids. I'm like, my daughter who graduated in 15 didn't play hockey, so she wouldn't be up here.
Yeah. So some early action here, back and forth. 11:16 left in the third. Knotted at one as Hillers try to get outside their own zone, but the Mustangs doing a terrific job here early on to keep the pressure on the Hillers. Arthur zips this one all the way around, but pinched in nicely by Tucker. Able to get through. Yeah, Barrasso comes through here, a 2-on-1. Shot fought off by Birdie. That one gets knocked up and over the net. So a good rush there by Barrasso and a nice shot, but Tenor strong to the task.
And a good stick by Hines to get that rebound out of there.
Spinorsha looks to go all the way, just trying to get it over the far side there to Conley, and just jumped over her stick at the last moment. She tries to get it back to Spinorsha. Spinorsha on the backhand. That gets blocked, doesn't get all the way through. Heads it on up to the point nicely there for Bletzer. Traffic blocks that one down as the Hillers come away. Here's McPherson.
Yeah, she's got a head of steam here.
Oh, wow. That is a great poke check by Bletzer. Did a terrific job.
Good job by Spinorsha.
And Spinorsha then.
That penalty.
Yeah. Wow. You take a look at, remember that one there by the freshman Bletzer. She's got the 8th grader McPherson coming down with some wheels and is able to poke check that away.
Very good. All right, one real quick one here. Molly Roach, thank you to my family for always supporting me, and my dad for looking out for me. Again, shout out to Roachy.
Yep. That's, again, just special talking to that family. we had the clock go out real quickly again. And
Usually you're responsible for that.
well, it was funny because it went out earlier, and I was mentioning to Joe Pinola that I said, well, the last time it went out, I was blamed for it.
Yep.
And I said, this time I'm nowhere near it, and I'm still probably blamed for it.
I don't want to say anything, but I think the last time it went out, Joe Pinola and me were doing.
It was a KP game, and I was getting chastised from across the way.
So there seems to be one common thread.
Well, I did know it. I kind of know what the cause of it going temporarily out is. Sue Brown did tell me, who works our clock over there, is when the player slams the penalty door on the visitor side, he gives the scoreboard a little shake. And so
it's like tilting a pinball machine.
Yep, the Hiller player was not happy with the call. So we'll see what the Mustangs can do here with the man advantage. 9:30 left in the third, 1:20 left in the man advantage. Mustangs trying to work it on the near side of the board, but McPherson's tying up a couple of them. Finally comes away to Jean. Jean a one-on-one Parisi, eyeballing her the whole way, poke checked out a couple times. Jean on the backhand. Wow, a short-handed.
That was a nice persistence.
Lucy Jean just stuck with that one the whole way. We get a one-on-one, and I thought Danielle was playing that quite well.
She did. She kept.
You can watch her right here. Danielle's got keeping her right in front of her. Boom, poke check right there, but to Lucy's credit, just stuck with it and then goes high on the backhand.
That was a good finish.
Right over the glove. But what a terrific goal there. Short-handed by Lucy Jean, the junior.
Still a minute left in the power play, so let's see what we can do.
So Hopkinton now ahead 2-1 on Jean's short-handed goal. 52 seconds left for the Mustangs on the man advantage. All the way up high to Hines. Hines over to Parisi. Parisi starts to walk in, trying to see if she can't pick up either Conley or Wilson down low. Conley back up to Parisi. Parisi looks up front. Oh, trying to get Roach right there. Well, Roach may be looking to get the game tire for grandfather. Looks up top, tries to sneak that one all the way through. Oh, and Coito gives a little extra shot with a stick there to Wilson as Wilson was coming through.
A little bit of a Jeremy Swayman type attitude there from Coito.
Right there, you can see she sees that one all the way, is able to glove it up.
Again, good with the glove. I'd rather see them go for the blocker side and see what they get better luck that way.
Yeah, she does have that, again, that interesting stance where she is basically straight up with a stick off of the ice. It's very interesting, and then as it seems to get closer, now she drops down. So Mustangs with 4 seconds left, get it back up to the point to Parisi again. She'll walk the blue line, blocked in nicely there by Barrasso. Parisi picks it up, far side to Spidorsha. Spidorsha tries to backhand it deep, doesn't get it, gets the turn loose, sitting there, can't poke it in. I thought I heard a whistle, but it wasn't. Just misfires there by Tucker. Parisi gets it on a change. You got some numbers here. Parisi tries to use the screen, can't do so. Arthur tries to get the shot out, does so, and then Kelly's got it. Mustangs come to the far side, but picked off and read nicely as Jean, the goal scorer. What a pass, but what an even nicer save. Birdie gets the pad out on that one. Take note of that at 7:09 as Birdie keeps it a one-goal situation where she flashed the pad at the last minute. So behind the net, Parisi back. I'm sorry, that was Tucker backhands that one in deep. Looks to go across the middle. Nobody home.
Norwood seems to be throwing pucks to the front of the net, which seems to be a good idea. It's working.
Yeah, they got you got bodies. You got Brown, camped right out front. Got Roach camped out front. Sends it across. Tucker picks it up. Zips it all the way around back behind.
Roachy was calling for that one in front, but I don't think Tucker had an angle to get it there.
Trying to work some low traffic. Hopkinton able to kind of come away with it. Misfires all the way up top. But Bletzer, the freshman, will send it right back in with 6:12 left here in the third. Hopkinton holding on to a 2-1 lead with Jean scoring the go-ahead earlier in this period. But Mustangs with some nice pressure here. It's coming away 2-on-2. Here comes McPherson. Jean goes for the change, and once again, a terrific job defensively. Got Spadorcia on the near side. She tries to follow through. Wilson picks it up.
Oh, take a backhand.
Malley wanted to have that, and then she kind of did a full turn on it. By the time she was ready to get it off, it was too late.
Let's see her throw that puck to the front with the backhand.
Up top here, Hines. Hines tries to get it through. Oh, sitting there, Spadorcia couldn't quite finish it off. Myler comes this way, gains the blue line. Ridden down nicely by Parisi. Coming along the other way. Parisi with a head of steam. Works herself all the way through. Not much of an angle as Coito was able to close it down with 5:05, but good hustle by Danielle there.
We have somebody in the stands yelling at a high pitch. It sounds like a whistle. Oh, let's see. Who else we got left for shout-outs? One more, right? Ava Hines says, I want to shout out to my family for the constant support and all my teammates for making the past 4 years awesome, with an exclamation point.
I like that. Awesome.
Awesome. It was.
It is a nice group of seniors, this collection here. They always seem to be every year, but this is also a very special group, so nice little pass there. Walked in, loose puck down in front, still there, trying to jam it home, can't do so through traffic. Hopkinton coming away here. It's a race to it as Riviera gets in deep. Roach helps out, gets it on away. You can kind of feel, Joe, the intensity on both sides kind of ramping up a little bit. Hopkinton to our left, Mustangs to our right.
Norwood's been getting good pressure. They've been throwing pucks at net, and they've been getting themselves some rebounds. And Hopkinton is they're a dangerous team on the counter. You know, they're good open ice. Norwood's done a good job of shutting them down, keeping the shots to the outside, keeping them on their backhand.
Yeah, agreed. I think a couple of times, especially, between Lucy Jean and Kelsey McPherson, some of the defensive poke checks have been almost picture perfect. Something you might want to save and use for a coaching tool on how to, properly defend a one-on-one. And the one-on-one goal. There's a chance you talk about that backhand. And again, Birdie strong.
3 saves there.
Yeah. So Birdie keeping him in. You can watch again as McPherson will walk out. She'll peel away here and then kind of just stop to the front. And, you talked about being able to put on the backhand of one right there, and then Birdie's going to do that again. Yeah. Skate right on the post. 3 saves.
Yeah.
Great camera work there, and the folks in the booth, or I guess in our little office, with all of the gadgets here to bring you the coverage. So 3:45 left in the final frame. 2-1 Hopkinton. Mustangs looking to find that equalizer. Far side to Conley.
Get to the net.
Makes a move there is Wilson. Wilson on the backhand out front. At that point, nobody home. But Bletzer does a nice job to step in. Maddie Barrasso trying to pull that one out, wasn't able to do so. She and Conley go down. And going to get Barrasso, I think. Much to the chagrin and dismay of the Hopkins fans to our left, much to the joy and rapture to the Norwood fans to our right, with 3:10 left. So a big opportunity here for the Mustangs. Oh, see, she slammed the door again, and that way, yep, see? I'm just letting them know, just trying to make sure that Sue Brown not taking any heat from the fans or the referees, that she's trying to do something sneaky. So Mustangs with a man advantage here, a big opportunity. Parisi tries to keep it in. Oh, great job skate-wise there. Smart, too, to go to the far side. Drop down deep. Spidorcia tries to turn, blocks, never gets through. McPherson on her horse, and away she goes. Parisi again. Tries to get her to the far side and is able to do that. Oh, and then, McPherson, she's going to go just like that. So Mustangs will probably just want to have somebody touch that puck.
Puck to them.
Yeah, because now you're trying to get that 5 on. So you got to give them possession. There it is. You just lost a little bit of time. You got some fans kind of, not quite believing that, but I think that was just a frustration there on McPherson. So she's going to go.
And
so now she's going to slam the door, but the clock stays on. All right, so they fixed that.
It's a timeout.
Yeah,
like
that's
probably a timeout.
That's probably a good idea right there. So we'll go 5 on 3 with 2:28 left, 1:19 left in the 2-man advantage, and then depending on what happens, the Mustangs might still have that extra bit of time. So bodes well in terms of drawing something up here for Coach Coskren and his group.
I mean, one quick shout out from me too, for Coach Sammy Hayes for typing up the shout outs. Usually last year when we did it, it was like I had a bunch of papers sprawled out over here with, I'm not sure if you're aware that high school kids don't have the greatest handwriting. Oh.
Yeah. I did. Because she went to put this together with so much time and effort, she did mention, and once we probably should give the shout out to the puck girls that were there until the day. Yeah, exactly.
The future of the Norwood girls hockey team. Puck girls: Aubrey Fallon, Molly Brent, Pearl Angers, Quinlan Walsh, and Grace Griffin.
Yeah.
So if your family's home watching.
Thanks to you, because they were out there on the blue line when they had the senior ceremony, and yeah, it's a great thing that they do. I know.
Someday we might look and see them their senior nights.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Hopefully we make it that far.
We got to get through the next 2:28 here in the third. What a prime opportunity as Birdie's getting pulled here. So we're going to go
6 on 3.
We're going 6 on 3.
And their best players in the box, so that's helpful too.
All right, so they're going to set up here, taking their time.
You got to move the puck quickly if they only have 3 on the ice, and they're going to attack the puck like that.
That's why you just try to be able to set up.
Yeah, see, I mean.
Yep.
Now that forward's going to attack the puck, then you should be able to move.
Right, you should be able to kind of walk in. You got a bunch of bodies sitting there in front. Keep that low on the ice. Hope to pick up some sort of rebound, some sort of screen.
Bodies. You got to get them to the front of the net.
Yep.
You got to take the goalie's eyes away from her.
So 2:07 left, 58 seconds left in the first penalty. 1:40 left in McPherson's penalty. One back up here. Goes all cross ice. A little bit of miscommunication in terms of who's going to get it there for the Mustangs. Gone strong stick check there. Again, kind of like a miscommunication. And that was kind of a difficult play right there as a couple of the Mustang players were looking at each other in terms of who was going to go after it. So 1:46 left. Pass gets all the way through. No ice. Gets it in deep. Spidorcia able to keep it in on the backhand. Waits too long, and Hillers will clear again. 90 seconds left in the game. 2-1 Hopkinton. Here comes Parisi with a head of steam as she picks up the red line, picks up the blue line. Tries to go backhand to get it all the way through. Can't. Jean's able to keep it in. Gets it loose, and this is going to go wide. So 1:10 left. Couple times chances left here for the Mustangs, but they got to move. We're down to the final minute. See if we can get somebody to pick this one up. Got to get it in deep. Wilson gets to the far side. Back up to the point to Spidorcia. Spidorcia tries to get it across, is able to do so to Hines. Hines tries to finally get a hold of it. She gets taken down. And that might be, that one goes just wide with 39 seconds left. One player back for Hopkinton is now 6 on 4. 6 seconds left, it'll be 6 on 5. So 30 seconds left here as Hines comes through. She gets the shot off, it goes wide. Jean takes it. She gets it up, knocks it all the way out, and that's going to just about do it with 18 seconds left. It's a race here. Parisi bothered by McPherson. Gets it on up here to the boards. 11 seconds left. Get it in deep and may not have enough time as Barassa will hold on to it, sends it across skidding, and that's going to just about do it, and it will. On senior night tonight, the Hillers with a big 2-1 win, snapping the Mustangs' unbeaten record. They were 5-0-1 coming into this one. We knew it was going to be quite a tilt, and these two squads did not disappoint, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, a young Hopkinton team. I mean, if they can get these girls to stay, I mean, 8th grader McPherson, she's going to have people looking for her. So
yeah.
I mean, it's impressive with the 8th grade goaltender. I thought Coito was good. I thought McPherson was good. I mean, that's a good hockey team.
Yeah. But, I mean, I think what I take from this is if you look at game 1 of the season when they played Hopkinton up there at their barn, it was 7-3, right?
Yep.
Hopkinton pretty much carried the play. Jean's shorthanded goal was kind of the difference.
It was,
and it was a great goal. It was a fantastic goal. Parisi played it well defensively, and but Jean was just able to make the play. So, but a terrific job by the Mustangs.
Yeah, they got some. I mean, I know it's senior night, so it's the last home game. But they got some games coming up. They guys keep playing hard. They played hard tonight. They just couldn't get the breaks, and they played It was a good game. I mean, like you said, we saw from the beginning that McPherson was going to be a handful, and they contained her. I mean, You're not going to obviously shut her down, but they definitely contained her. And took away a lot of her chances. So.
Well, Hopkinton came in at power rank number 20 in D2. Norwood was number 19 in D2, so those numbers might flip a little bit. But I tell you, Hopkinton's got a test in Westwood and Medfield coming up still on their schedule. So, and I know that the Mustangs, we've got the Vineyard trip coming up. They got Dedham still, so there's still some hockey left to be played here. But what a great job here on a doubleheader night. The crew doing a fantastic job of keeping everybody entertained. I know that we got a shot there. See, there they are in the room, and then we had the truck down here. Evan O'Neill once again kind of doing our camera here behind us. Jack Tolman keeping everybody in line. Danielle DeMattia, as sometimes I like to call her DeMattia, but it's DeMattia. Brian Boudreau, Meghan Corbett, Tyler Lovell back there in the room with the pizza, which was helpful, and Kiki and Ron Marshalsea down on the camera. So the entire crew here tonight spending quite an afternoon here for NCM, bringing you all of this action. So our final here tonight, Hopkinton pulls this one out in a terrific TVL battle, 2-1 over the Norwood Mustangs on senior night. For Joe DeVingo, I'm Mark Hoover. Thanks so very much for tuning in, and have a great night, everybody.